Another area school district considering closing schools due to low enrollment. How concerned parents can make sure that their voices are heard.
The San Antonio Spurs are soon going to be able to hit the court at this brand new practice facility. The grand opening just hours away, and we have a look inside the building to see what players can expect.
Live from KSAT12, the news at noon starts right now.
Israeli and Palestinian Hamas militants continue to trade airstrikes, sparking controversy worldwide. As many as 500 killed in a Gaza City hospital. But Israel says it has video and audio showing the weapon likely was fired by other jihadists outside of Israel.
Nevertheless, the fury over the loss of civilian life is sparking protests worldwide, causing even more tension. ABC's Inez de la Cotera is in Jerusalem with the efforts underway to get humanitarian aid to those who need it.
Following his meeting with Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu Wednesday, President Biden acknowledged Israel has been badly victimized, but stressed that they needed to allow in humanitarian aid to ease the suffering of millions of Palestinians trapped in Gaza.
If you have an opportunity to alleviate the pain, you should do it, period. And if you don't, you're going to lose credibility worldwide.
Biden says he got no pushback from Israel on providing aid. Egypt also agreeing to open the Rafah crossing along Gaza's southern border. But the badly damaged roads at the crossing are slowing those efforts.
The road needs to be repaired and checked, but there are trucks lined up and ready to go, and we expect those to move in the next day or so.
Israel Defense Forces launched thousands of retaliatory airstrikes following the October 7th massacre of Israelis by Hamas terrorists who murdered more than 1,400, injured thousands more, and took nearly 200 hostages, including some Americans. Israel vowing to eradicate Hamas. Amid the violence, the death toll in Gaza and other Palestinian territories continues to rise. Officials there say more than 3,500 have been killed and more than 13,000 injured. Palestinians digging through the rubble to rescue these children trapped in their beds after an Israeli strike. ABC News has been following the story of Tala, a young Palestinian woman who says her family are now seeking shelter in a Gaza hospital.
We will go again to the hospital at night and spend the whole night there. And when it finishes, and when the sun rises, we will return if we were alive.
Anger growing following an explosion at a Gaza hospital, which, according to Palestinian health authorities, killed hundreds of civilians. The Hamas-run health ministry claims the hospital was hit by an Israeli airstrike, but Israel says they've reviewed intelligence and aerial footage that proves the group Palestinian Islamic Jihad was responsible. And President Biden will deliver an address to the nation this evening to update Americans on the U.S. response to the Hamas attacks in Israel. He's also planning to address the war in Ukraine. Inez de la Cotera, ABC News, Jerusalem.
Outside with live cam, it started to feel like football weather. Tonight's Thursday, get some football. Tomorrow night, more football and more heat. What happened? It's like, now they're sweating again.
It did feel like football weather for, a couple days, and now we are back to some summer-like temperatures. We're going to be up near 90 today, okay, and even warmer next couple days. Record-setting heat potentially. We've got a front coming through, and you would normally say, hey, front this time of year, that's a good thing. Not really in this case. All it's doing is drawing in some dry air. We can see the dew points have fallen off behind this front. So dew points in the mid-40s and the low 50s there around Kerrville and Comfort. Out ahead of the front, we've briefly got dew points in the 60s, but this will not last. The dew points will come down here in San Antonio too, and we'll see things dry out. So the forecast today, 87 at 3 o'clock. We're near 90, as I said, this afternoon. 84 at 7 p.m. and then down into the 60s by midnight. Those cool, crisp mornings pretty much over with at this point. Same for Friday Night Football. I mean, it won't be bad, but it is going to be rather warm at kickoff. 84, and then by halftime, 74. So warm, especially before the sun sets. But once the sun goes down, not horrible. Sunset, by the way, after 7 o'clock, or before 7 o'clock now, 6:59 this evening. Rain chances are in the forecast, too. We're going to talk more about that when they'll arrive here in just a couple minutes.
Thank you so much, Justin. A woman is dead, and now San Antonio police are looking for the person who shot her. This was the scene at a car wash on North Foster Road, not too far from Ben Zingelman. Police found the 28-year-old woman in a car's back seat. She was pronounced dead at the scene. So far, officers don't know who pulled the trigger or why they did it.
Bexar County Sheriff's deputies investigating a deadly crash on the city's far east side. Deputies tell KSAT it happened on the 4,000 block of North Foster Road around 9:15 last night. BCSO says a man in his 30s was going too fast, crashed through 2 utility poles in a Dollar Tree parking lot. That man died at the scene. And 2 teenagers took their parents' car without the parents' permission and crashed it in Castle Hills, nearly killing both of those teens. Sarah Costa takes us through what started as a joyride until police spotted that car speeding past them on the city's northwest side.
90 miles an hour. It's how fast a Castle Hills police officer clocked the teen driver, going just before 1 a.m. Minutes later, that joyride ended terribly. A sergeant with Castle Hills tells us the 15-year-old driver was spotted by an officer speeding down West Avenue. The officer attempted to follow the car, but the teen was going too fast. Police say the 15-year-old driver ultimately crashing the car, smashing into a wall near Loop 410 near Northwest Military. The officers say the impact was so severe that they found the driver under the steering wheel on the floorboard. At first, the first responders thought he didn't survive because of how they found him. They had to bust through the windows to get to the driver and the passenger and were able to get them out. Police tell us a 15-year-old driver had broken both of his arms. He was taken to University Hospital in critical condition. The passenger was his 13-year-old sister. She was also taken to University Hospital in serious condition.
Police say they contacted the owner of the car, the teen's stepfather, and he told police he didn't know the teens had his car nor that it was gone. From the northwest side, I'm Sarah Costa, KSAT12 News.
Today, Edgewood ISD looking for community input on how to deal with dropping enrollment numbers. Parents invited to the first of 3 community, they're calling it Rethink and Redesign meetings. In a video launched a week ago by the school district, it explains the need to make some changes that would result in the closure of school campuses or the merging of some programs. It's a trend seen in San Antonio and other schools across the state. Parents are understandably worried.
They're looking at that model like, how do I, keep this school district from closing down completely? What's the sustainability option?
Meeting for Edgewood ISD is at 5:30 tonight at Kennedy High School's auditorium. Then on November 19th, the school board's going to vote on the recommendation that's made by an appointed task force.
Also today, the Spurs organization holding a ribbon cutting for its brand new Victory Capital Performance Center on the northwest side. The grand opening officially takes place later on this afternoon, but we already got a sneak peek inside the 134,000 square foot facility. We got to go in last month. The new state-of-the-art building is going to serve as the practice facility for the San Antonio Spurs. It's located off of 1604 and I-10. It sits on the rock at La Cantera. We've got more on today's grand opening coming up on our later newscasts. Hey, the Astros get back in the ALCS with a big win over the Rangers last night. We've got those highlights on the way.
A San Antonio native sharing his passion for art, and he's doing it with technology. How his app helps people learn about art in a whole new way.
A San Antonio technology entrepreneur hopes to enhance the experience of art through a new application.
Tiffany Huertas shows us the app and how it's designed so that you can take a deep dive into art.
And you can click through these augmentations to learn more.
This mobile application takes you on an art journey.
But what makes Kaleido really unique and extraordinary is everything that it does with augmented reality.
San Antonio native Ian Ponchev is the founder of Kaleido.
We've onboarded over 21,000 artists from 150 different countries who have published 96,000 artworks to Kaleido.
Ian says he's always had a passion for art. He graduated from Clark High School and continued his education at Yale and Stanford University.
I own a business called Amplified Software, and we do professional outsourced software development. And a part of my team from Amplified has been building this. So this includes software developers, AR animators, designers, product managers.
The public is invited to see the technology at this pop-up art gallery at the corner of St. Mary's and Barb Street.
But we're just excited to share this with San Antonio, and our hope is that the city really embraces this, because if that's the case, we could do more events like this, we could have a bigger, larger presence here locally, and I'd love to do that.
Kaleido allows you to see and learn about art in a different way. If you want to step inside this exhibit, it's open until Sunday. Tiffany Huertas, KSAT 12 News.
Very cool. Taking a live look outside.
Not so cool.
It's not so cool today, but boy, it's going to be downright hot this weekend.
It is. We're going back to the 90s. Another day above 90 degrees. We thought we'd pretty much gotten rid of that. Not so fast.
Well, that
yes.
was your decade, right? You liked that.
I did love the 90s. It was a good decade. The aquifer is down 0.4 of a foot, 632.2 in your pollen count. Everything's low today: molds, ragweed, and pigweed. There's quite a bit to talk about in the 7-day. We've got the record high temperatures headed our way, but we've also got some rain with a tropical connection. We'll look at the forecast coming up.
Yesterday, we asked for a candy question for SA Live.
So that means Mike and Fiona are going to sweet talk us today?
Yeah. What's the question of the day?
He's always sweet talking this one. Everybody.
Oh, they're so beautiful today. There,
See?
yeah.
See what I mean?
Yeah. So, what's your favorite Halloween candy? That's our question. Scan that QR code right there. What is it?
Oh.
Wow. Candy corn.
You know what I saw? I saw pumpkin peeps the other day.
Uh-oh.
Really?
Was kind of a fusion.
And is Halloween candy kind of different than your favorite candy because it's only at Halloween?
See, that's why you go
I
with
would
candy
think
corn.
so.
Okay, a good point, David. I like that. You know, we've got this nice bucket of candy and everybody's eating it. So we have it with beer right now just because we're also promoting the San Antonio Beer Festival coming up.
Is that your
So
favorite candy?
There you go.
trick or treat. No.
This is Mike's favorite cauldron full of stuff. All right, so be sure to scan that QR code, and we'd love to see those answers in the show later on.
Is there ice in that bucket?
No, but it is cold.
Okay.
Beer and candy corn. There you go, David. So.
The candy, I like the candy corn that's got like the black and the orange.
And the pumpkins.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not just the little diamond things. But Justin?
I got a
very
cavity
specific.
just thinking about it.
Quick.
You know, it's only a matter of time before they come out with candy corn beer, and then you'll have that fusion too.
I bet someone already has.
You may be right. There's all sorts of flavors of beer now. What did you say your favorite was?
Candy
It's
corn.
the candy corn.
You're sticking with that. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm not judging. It's gross. But I'm not judging.
I'm not judging, but it's gross.
Kit Kat's where it's at.
Kit Kat. You can get a Kit Kat anytime.
Yeah, okay. Still, they're good. Good is good, my friend. All right, let's look at the dew points. We've got a front starting to come through, and you're really not going to notice it. That's kind of the theme of this. It's starting to move into Bexar County. We're starting to see dew points come down, and that's what this front will do. It'll bring in some drier air. It's not a front that's going to cool us down. It's not a front that's going to bring us any rain. And we discussed that over the last couple of days, so we won't belabor the point here. But what we do know is that it will be dry today and tomorrow. Look at tomorrow, the dew point drops down into the 30s. And what that does is allow for some big time heating in the afternoon. We know dry air is efficient at cooling down and heating up. And so tomorrow afternoon, I think we're going to get some really hot afternoon temperatures. That'll be the case on Saturday too, with some dry air still in place. But by Sunday, Monday, into Tuesday, here comes the moisture, and hopefully here comes the rain chances too. 89 to forecast today. There will be some 90s on the map, I think, especially down towards Forestville, Kennedy, Pleasanton, those areas. We'll see temperatures get right to that mark. And then tomorrow, everyone's in the 90s. 94 is the forecast. The record is 92 set back in 1979. And then 93 is the forecast high on Saturday, which would be another record. Also 92 set back in 1979. So Friday and Saturday, I think we very well could break the records. And then temperatures start to come down below record levels. We're honestly tired of setting records this year, really, but we may do it again tomorrow and Saturday. Weather where you live. Beautiful sunrise this morning. Once again, we've had a lot of blue skies today. 80 degrees at the airport, 82 New Braunfels. Still some 70s in Bernie, but you'll see that number jump up quickly. And the humidity levels, well, they were fairly high this morning, but they are now coming down with that front working through. We need some rain. Case in point, drought monitor came in today. It really hasn't changed over the last, honestly, 3 or 4 months now, but we're still in an exceptional drought. San Antonio, Comal County, Kendall County, these are the hardest hit areas that just cannot seem to get the rain we need to dig out of this drought. We still, again, do have some small chances headed our way next week. I don't think it'll be drought busting rain, but at least there are some opportunities. And you see it with the rivers. Nueces below Uvalde, 0 stream flow there. Frio's doing okay. It's at 30 cubic feet per second, but Medina, 0 flow. Guadalupe, 0 flow. This is at Spring Branch. And then, of course, Comal is always usually flowing. It's at 93 cubic feet per second, but well below the median flow there. So all of this to say we could use some rain. Where are we going to get it? Well, you notice there's some high clouds just to our south. That's part of Norma. Norma is a big hurricane sitting out in the Pacific. Powerful one, too. Right now, winds are way up there. This is a Category 4 storm with winds at 130 miles per hour, gusting to 160. Covers a lot of real estate, too. It's moving north at about 7 miles per hour. It weakens as it moves towards Mexico. In fact, probably just a low by the time we get into Tuesday morning. But some of this moisture does try to work towards Texas, that Pacific moisture. So I think as early as Monday, we can see a few showers, but really Tuesday into Wednesday, as some of that deeper moisture moves in, we can see some showers and storms. As I said, this is not drought-busting rain, but I think there will be some spots that get some decent rain out of this just because the atmosphere will be loaded with moisture. So our extended forecast, 94 tomorrow, 93 Saturday, 88 Sunday. More clouds Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and that's when we start to add in the rain chances. Right now, 20% Monday, 30% Tuesday and Wednesday.
All right, like that rain. I hope the chances go up, though.
Yeah.
Thanks, Justin. Muertos Fest is back at Hemisphere Park later on this month. It's the biggest Dia de los Muertos festival in all of Texas. More than 100,000 people came last year. And now that Civic Park is back open, organizers say it has more space for ofrendas, local art, vendors, and that live music. Muertos Fest is happening October 28th and 29th. If you can't make it, KSAT's going to bring you the best parts of the celebration on November 1st on our air at 8 o'clock at night. Someone other than Wemby in the spotlight last night against the Rockets.
Hey, the Spurs taking on the Rockets at the Frost Bank Center last night. That ended the back-to-back games between the Southwest rivals. We'll see them early in the regular season, though. First quarter, Devin Vassell for 3. Then it's Devin Vassell for 3. And then, off the break, it's Devin Vassell for 3. Vassell 9, Houston nothing to start the game. San Antonio scored the first 14. Zach Collins in the paint. San Antonio led 32-13 after 1, 60-44 at halftime. Vassell led all with 25 in the first half. Victor Wembanyama scored 7 in the first half, all free throws. He was 0 for 5 from the field, got it going in the second half. Here's the third quarter. That's a 3. 63-44 Spurs. So he's outside, then he's down low with the big jam. Nobody's going to stop that. All right, another Wembanyama, 3 from the top of the key. The rookie scored 15 to go with 6 rebounds. San Antonio led 83-75 after 36 minutes, and the Spurs win it 117-103. The same night, the Aces take the WNBA title. Congratulations to Becky Hammond.
Congrats, Becky. Yeah, baby. Good stuff. Anybody got anything? All right. Quickly. I got to go get some wine. Can I say that? She's not special because she won championships. She's special because she's Becky. The same reasons why I hired her. She's a competitive coach. She understands the game. She's great with relationships. She suffers no fools. She's fun to be around. What else could you ask?
He even considered getting tossed out last night so he could go watch Becky win that championship, her second in a row. The Spurs will close out the preseason at Golden State. That's coming up tomorrow night at 9 o'clock. Then they open up the regular season next Wednesday here at home. Hey, Astros-Rangers, Game 3. Astros needed to win real bad to stay alive in the ALCS. Max Scherzer making his Rangers postseason debut. Hadn't pitched since September 13th and kind of showed. Top of the second, no score. Scherzer facing Yordan Alvarez. Ouch, that hurts. That hurt just watching it. Ooh. He gets up, heads to first. Little hitch in his giddy-up, though. Later in the inning, bases loaded. Martin Maldonado. Scherzer throws a wild pitch. Alvarez is able to get home to score. Jonah Heim not happy. Astros up 1-0. Maldonado still at the plate. Base hit left. More runs come in to score. Astros get to Scherzer early as 2 more guys cross the plate. It's 3-0 Astros. Top of the third. It's still 3-0. Jose Altuve at the plate, and there it goes. Crushed that one to left. That's a homer. Bottom of the 5th. Astros lead 5-0 now. Christian Javier facing San Antonio's own Josh Jung. Young went to MacArthur High School, then Texas Tech, and now he is a blasted out of the ballpark Texas Ranger. That made it 5-2. He hit 2 two-run homers last night. And how about a little D? Top of the sixth, still 5-2. Alvarez is back at the plate. This guy can crush it as well, and he hits this one to deep center. Leody Tavares on the run, and watch this. Absolutely robs him right over the line. Just got that thing over that yellow line, and look at it. Perfect defensive play. That was 5-2, and then it ended up 8-5. Rangers still lead that series 2-1. So game 4 is coming up tonight, 7:30. That'll be in Arlington. Once again, Rangers up 2-1, even after the Astros win at 8-5 to stay alive. Max Scherzer returned from Texas, but it didn't matter as he lasted only 4 innings, 5 earned runs. The Rangers' Josh Young had those 2 homers, drove in 4. So once again, game 4 tonight. And a big game in our big game coverage this week. The Smithson Valley Rangers at the Bernie Champion Chargers in a District 12 5A1 showdown. The Chargers are ranked number 8 in 12's top 12. They are 6-1 overall, 3-1 in district, coming off their first loss of the season, falling to Wagner 34-21. The Rangers are also 6-1, but undefeated in district. Champion needs to win Friday, tomorrow night.
Yes, it's a very, very big game. We have a chance to win the district championship. That was our goal at the beginning of the season, and we have an opportunity in front of us right now.
Oh, it's the most important for sure, because it's us, Wagner, Smithson Valley, district championship. So we have to show out to win our district championship, get ourselves another home game.
Oh, it's huge. I mean, we're talking, possible district championship for this game, and so we know it, our kids know it, and we're excited for the opportunity.
Oh, that makes it a lot more fun. On the flip side, the Rangers are ranked number 5 in 12's top 12 in Class 6A, 5A ranking. Smithson Valley lost to Reagan 17-16 in week 1, and since then, they have won 6 straight. Smithson Valley 4-0 in district. Looking forward to that first place on the line champion game tonight.
Yeah, so this is definitely an opponent we want to play. This is the caliber of team that we will see later on in the playoffs, so we want to play opponents like them.
It's great for us to a playoff type game to face a good team to get us prepared for where we want to go.
I think both teams have district championship aspirations, and obviously this is a big game towards determining that. It's not the only game, but to have a chance to do that, we've got to get this one this Friday, and Champion's thinking the same thing.
So Smithson Valley will travel down Highway 46 to Bernie to take on Champion, our game of the week. That's coming up tomorrow night, 7 o'clock, Bernie ISD Stadium.
It's a good one.
Yeah, it'll be fun.
Mm-hmm. Okay, as if the rising cost of basic necessities wasn't enough, some tech companies, they're raising their prices too, putting an even bigger strain on those trying to watch their budgets. How changes made by streaming giants and cell phone companies could affect you.